Hey guys, this is your favorite neighborhood gambler, Moss Money. Thanks for clicking on my video. If you're into gambling, if you're into winning money at gambling, hell, if you love talking Eagles, this is the channel and the videos for you. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, tell a friend to tell a friend, and enjoy the shows. Coming on up,
Shit, I don't know. That may not be the right. That's look like you going
Mr.
down.
Bill, perhaps the greatest
Oh, goodness gracious.
NFL coach of all time, is going back. I did a little, just a tad. I read the story about it. Um, Going back to old stomping grounds, believe it or not, in the family. His dad coached at the University of North Carolina, UNC, back in the day. So he has signed, I believe, a 5-year deal. If I'm not mistaken, he will earn $10 million per year. He's working on his staff. He's bringing his son with him, Steve, who's currently the defensive coordinator at Washington. So they're working on a role for him. They've updated the school's NIL funding from 4 million to 20 million, which is huge. Um, Seems like the former Cleveland Browns general manager Mike Lombardi is going to join Belichick as the North Carolina's football GM as well. Trying to think what else do I have here.
I ain't got a GM.
Yeah, you got a
Guess you need
GM,
a GM nowadays.
and like I said, his father was an assistant at North Carolina between 1953 and 1955. So it probably runs a little bit deeper than what we know with the Belichick family in North Carolina, especially with his dad working there. But I mean, bro, what do you think of this? Like, if you're a recruit, are you running to North Carolina because Belichick's there and you think you're going to win? Because that success doesn't mean, like, I was listening to Herm Edwards, and Herm Edwards said when he was at Arizona State that they ran their program like a program, and he expects Bill to kind of bring that same sentiment into UNC football, is to run it like a pro program. But what he doesn't know, or he's not sure of, is Bill going to get on the road and recruit? Because you got to go recruit. You can't send other people. You got to go and talk to these parents and be able to understand. And it's free agent year every year. Every kid is up to go. And he said that's the biggest thing, the hurdle he's going to have to understand. Like, when you got an NFL player, they sign a contract, they're there for the contract, or at
Hmm.
least most of it. These guys will be gone in a year. So he's not sure how he's going to get over it and do that. But he was saying, like, it ain't the NFL. This is the college football is hard to
Hmm.
manage and to coach. I'm sure Bill knows that. It seems like the rumor is there was no opportunities for him in 2025. So very interesting move. I don't think I would have ever expected Bill Belichick to be coaching college football.
Yeah, man. I'm very surprised about this move. I don't really understand it. I guess, like you said, there's some lineage with him, with his family, his father. Now he gets to bring his son on board and coach with his son. I mean, I, I don't like. These young bulls is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a dinosaur at this way. I mean, now is he the winningest? Is he probably the best coach of all time in the NFL? Yeah, but I don't know if it's going to transition into the college level because these guys are not they're not NFL players, and like you said, recruiting is what it's all about at this level. Now, yeah, you did up your NIL money to 20 million. That will help, but the question is, are you going to be motivated enough to get these young guys over? Um, we'll see. I mean, it's still UNC. Is anybody checking for UNC?
Yeah,
Uh,
that's what I was about to say. I was like, yeah. And
right,
then
like,
and they usually air it out. So it'll be interesting what kind of offense. Obviously, we know he's a defensive mastermind. So, that'll take time to turn over, but it'll be real interesting to see, what this looks like, because like you said, I think people are going to come into that building and he'll just have respect of, because he is a literally a walking living legend,
Mhm.
right? So it doesn't matter if he's wearing Patriots a suit, walking around with his girlfriend, his young girlfriend, or in the powder blue. He's going to be seen as a living legend as he walks. So I don't know, because these guys are different, that will really matter as he builds culture, because they know he's a winner, and you're going to go to North Carolina because you want to win, and you think and believe Bill Belichick is can win. So I think that'll automatically come with people buying into what he does. But we'll see, because it's different when you got an 18-year-old, 19-year-old kid making $1 million. You know
Or
what I mean?
more.
Or more. That's a different mindset than, somebody 30 years old who's been seasoned and been through it and seen it all.
And
You know?
especially knowing that his type of program, like we've all heard all the stories about
Yeah,
being a New England Patriot wasn't necessarily a fun place to play, but you won, so you sacrificed winning. These kids, they ain't cut that way. I'm just
it's
being
true.
honest. These kids ain't cut that way. If they not having a good time or they don't really feel like this is, they call them mommy or they transferring, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
So he has to make a big adjustment. Unfortunately, and I'm from the old school, and I like hard coaching. These kids like to get rubbed in the back, and you're gonna be okay, and make 1,000 mistakes and still get the opportunities. I don't think Bill's that way. Your ass gonna get benched, from at least his history tells me he don't play. So
No,
this is a
yeah,
big,
no,
big
yeah.
adjustment for him. Hopefully, he can do it.
Yeah, yeah. No, absolutely. You got to find a way to be able to relate to the kids, especially when you're such a polarizing name and
Mhm.
stature to him. But he might find the Bill Belichick type kids who fall in line, don't ask questions, do what they're told, and perform on the field, and they'll see the rewards. So it's going to be a culture shock for sure. And
It's
we'll
so
see
it's
what.
what's funny is that you got all the older classic coaches leave, and then here comes Bill, a dinosaur, coming back in. Like your Nick
Yeah,
Saban got up out of there. He was like, "No, I ain't dealing with this no more. This is out of control." You know what I'm saying? And here comes Bill Belichick coming in. I really love to have that conversation, see what Nick Saban has to say about Bill coming in. I don't know if he has had any type of comment, but I would love to hear Nick Saban talk about Bill Belichick going to college right
yeah, because like you said, he's a dinosaur, and his mindset is you love the game.
now.
It's
Mhm.
not about anything else but loving the game.
These kids
And
is be out.
yeah, and these kids don't they love the money. They love the money, and it's not about the game. So yeah, it'll be an interesting thing to kind of dynamic to see and unravel.